Hey, what's up everybody? I am thrilled to be able to put together this short video for you that's going to give you a tutorial of the Two Arm Kettlebell Swing. And we're going to execute a very simple progression. We're going to start with the hip hinge movement pattern, then progress to the Sumo Kettlebell Deadlift, and then finally the Two Arm Kettlebell Swing. This exercise is great for rowers. And here are a couple of reasons why I like to use it with rowing athletes. First off, it emphasizes moving from the hips, all right, which is a big thing that we want to make sure rowers are doing, whether sculling or sweeping, is moving from the hips and not the low back. So that's number one. We want to reinforce that type of movement competency. Two is rowing is a power endurance sport. So this is a great way to build not only power outside of the boat, but also to work on force production, all right, especially in that horizontal plane. So those are kind of my two top reasons to do it. And then the third, equally important, is this contrast, this balance between tension and relaxation. So as Strong First would say, tension and relaxation are two sides of the performance coin, all right? So like the rowing stroke, we have the drive and the recovery, relaxation and tension, all right? Within the kettlebell swing, we also have relaxation and tension. So as a rower, it really helps to reinforce those pulsing qualities that we want of being able to dynamically create power and then very quickly relax. All right, so those are some of the athletic skills, the athletic qualities that we want to reinforce all the time for rowing athletes. And this is a great way to do that outside of the boat in a gym setting. So without further ado, let's get right into the progressions. So we're just going to start with a simple hip hinge. So we're going to take a dowel rod, okay? We're going to have 3 points of contact: head, shoulder blades, and tailbone, okay? While maintaining all 3 points, we're going to hinge our hips back, trying to maintain those 3 points of contact. So, we got my head, shoulder blades, tailbone, left hand's at the curvature of the low back, right hand's at the cervical spine. Feet are about shoulder width apart, okay? And then I'm just simply going to push my hips back and stand up. Okay, then from there, okay, we can move to the McGill shortstop drill. So we would karate chop at the hips, pushing the hips back, then take your palms, slide them down the thighs right on top of the knees, gently externally rotate, and then anti-shrug. So push down into the thighs and squeeze the shoulders back towards the hips. Okay, here we go. And then we'll reverse that movement. Push the feet into the floor, stand up, and pull the hips through at the top. Okay, so again, I'll show you from a comfortable, different angles here. Okay, and then we would progress right to a Sumo Kettlebell Deadlift. So I'm going to use a 24 kilogram kettlebell. So in context, this is probably pretty light compared to something you would do with a barbell or a trap bar deadlift. But this is a great entry point for the deadlift. It's a little bit easier to learn. The kettlebell's directly under your center of mass. So any individuals that may have had a history of low back pain, this is a great way to introduce a loaded hip hinge pattern safely. So we're going to get lined up. We're going to have the handle lined up with our ankle bone, okay? All right, and then from there, same thing. We're going to karate chop at the hips, Hands slide down the thigh, and now I'm going to bring my hands in between. Just sit my hips to touch. Grab the handle, break it in half like a horseshoe. Anti-shrug the shoulders. Push the feet through the deck. And stand up, ramrod straight. And then I'm going to do the reverse of those actions. Okay, I'll do a couple straight ahead. Okay, so same thing. Ankles lined up with the handle. Okay. Karate chop at the hips. Anti-shrug. Okay. So in terms of the breathing, we're going to inhale at the bottom, exhale on triple extension, so as we stand up. And then as you go into a set with multiple repetitions, you'll be inhaling as the bell comes back towards the floor. Okay? So from here, what we're going to do is now we're going to progress to a two-arm kettlebell swing. And what I've personally found that's a very easy ramp of progression going from the Sumo kettlebell deadlift to the two-arm swing is actually taking or learning the kettlebell swing from the top of the deadlift position. So imagine that you have a wall 4 to 6 inches behind your hips, behind your butt, and you're going to simply reach back and touch that wall and then quickly stand up. Reach back, stand up. Reach back, stand up. So that's what we're going to do with the bell now. Okay? All right. So again, I'll show this from 2 angles. I'll go straight ahead and then side so you can see that with the hips. All right. There we go. And then again from the side. Okay. And then again from the side with the two-arm swing. And this is also a great way for you to see some of the connections in terms of what were similar positions that we would see in the rowing stroke. So arms are straight, connected through the lats, shoulders connected, all right? Nice triple extension. So imagine hanging off of that oar handle, okay? So, simple progression going from the hip hinge pattern to the kettlebell swing. All right, that's a great way to get you started swinging the kettlebell safely, and then from there, you could then progress to taking it off the floor, and then also moving to doing one-arm swings or potentially double kettlebell swings with a bell in each hand. Okay. So, hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Hope you found it useful. Please take a look at the other exercises that are included in this PDF, and be sure to write back and let myself and the other coaches know what you think. Thanks so much.